be greeted to the art of making friends.
A trivial task.
This inscription is written in an archaic elven script. You recognize the words, "Stranger's home," "I see you," Sauron approves, and "I implore Calistria." It appears to be some kind of protective spell against thieves, but it has lost its power over the years.
Can't hide from me.
Ah, that's a trap.
What a discovery!
I'll take care of it.
The wreckage of what was once a magical golem, judging by the many dents on its remains, it was destroyed in a fierce fight. The corpse of a demon who was not smart enough to avoid a magical trap. How do I avoid that?
Follow if you dare.
Oh, that one went very well.
There's something here. I'm off! That was easy! Ha! A trivial task!
Are we ready to move out? I agree.
How do I... When does it stop? That one will not work out very well.
Yet another obstacle.
Interesting.
Disappear.
My skills are absolute. A trivial task.
Flame wreckage. Another trap.
I am never wrong.
Inscription once contained a spell of warning. When an intruder appeared, it would let out a chilling howl to raise the alarm. Fortunately, ears have been spared. Okay.
That was easy.
Is that a trap? It might be a trap.
Ha! A trivial task.
I sense something.
I do what I must. It's time to act. There's something here. A trivial task. Interesting. I'm gone. That was easy. Ha! A trivial task. A trivial task. That was easy.
What did just happen? Maybe we need to activate all of these?
We do it my way.
Can't hide from me. I'm all ears.
I'm always ready. Ha! A trivial
Is
task.
there a door? I mean, there must be a magical door. You see a sturdy door in a stone arch in the middle of the room. The location seems rather odd, to put it mildly. Attached to the door is a tight little metal bell with a braided pull. Examine the door to determine if any spells have been cast on it. You see spells enshrouding both the door and bell. Judging by the nature of the spells, they belong to the conjuration school. Examine the door closely. This is an ordinary door. Judging by the intricate carvings on the door, it is of elvish making. The bell also appears quite unremarkable, though the bell pull is covered in an ornate pattern. There's nothing unusual about this door other than its location. The door swings open, and an ephemeral form appears in the opening. It looks like a soap bubble. On the other side of the door you can just make out the hazy interior of a small, trinket-filled room, typical ambience of a Golarian inn. Hello there! Clutching the door handle, a skinny figure falls through the soap bubble. The bubble contracts, then pops, dissolving into thin air. The door slams shut. Cautiously touching the stone floor, the unexpected guest rises slowly to his feet. It seems that the storyteller, for it is undoubtedly him, is quite surprised. Okay, well, we're not going to talk to you now. We still have stuff to do. So,
Follow if you dare.
though this magic trap is now old and dysfunctional, after centuries of disuse it would once have irreversibly blinded any thief who gazed upon it. Elven notes, perfect. So there are more elven notes here, so we're going to search the temple first, then talk to him later. Within the pedestal, a faint purple glow emanates from a crystal-shaped hole. Its edges are chipped and cracked, suggesting that whatever it contained has been forcibly removed. Crystal, and a hindering crystal, or what?
There's
So he's the
something here.
grand architect of this destructive
We should
material.
move.
At least he unlocked its secrets. Maybe even in this very chamber. I mean, apparently there's a desk there where he worked.
Interesting. A trivial task.
More traps? Where does this one lead to? Oh, okay. Through the door? No. There.
That was easy. I'm off.
Interesting tower. The magic has left this once powerful magical seal that protected the premises from the presence of demons.
I do what I must.
Is this a special dagger? Lethal conductor. Magic device skill check. Ooh. Yeah, that's not bad.
I'm gone.
The storyteller's head swivels around in bewilderment, his hands reaching to examine everything around him. Where am I? How did I get here? Who's there? I remember the sound of that breathing. Morgraine, is that you? Oh, thank the god it is you. Gods, it is you. Where are we? And if you don't mind me asking, what brought you here? How did you get here? Storyteller listens intently to the sounds coming from the city. A good question. Judging by the demon Cypriot here, we are in the abyss, correct? Then I suppose I was brought here by a portal. It was most likely activated by you. This portal must have been charmed specifically to deliver me here from wherever I may have been. I hope it will send me back the same way. You are unlikely to have charmed it in this way. If you had, you wouldn't be so surprised by my appearance. This means that the spell was cast in the past. In my past. The one I'm looking for. I have to admit this finding is quite intriguing and perplexing, but this place where we are, it is a tower, isn't it? Oh yes, I'm right. A tower. Why do you need this portal? Thanks to you, I now remember that in the past I was the court mage of the Lady in Shadow. It was probably then that I created this portal to conveniently travel from the abyss to Golarion. Yeah, I talked about that. I came here looking for information about certain purple crystals, but I found you. The storyteller nods with understanding. You were looking for the heart of the tower. Yes, I studied its capabilities here in Elushinira. You must have seen the socket it was placed in. Unfortunately, the details of my research are hidden from me by the gloom of oblivion. Perhaps if I laid my hands on such a crystal, I would see something else in my past. Do you know where to get one of these? Do they come from mines, or maybe from the bottom of the sea? The elf takes out a delicate compass from his bag, the needle of which is slowly but constantly spinning. I sense the power we are looking for. My hands haven't touched it in the past. In the past, I do not remember. Have touched it in the past. I think a little divination will come in handy. I can set a little trifle to help you. Explore the caves here. When you are near the crystal, the compass will let you know. What do you think of Godfrey's ordering me to get to the abyss? I am not a politician or military leader, but I've seen all sorts in my life. That's why I have some experience and know different stories. The story I'm watching now, it did not strike a chord with me, everyone. There are many in Dresden who are saddened by your departure for the abyss. There are even some among them who say, though in a whisper, that Godfrey was envious of her commander's glory and was in a hurry to be rid of him. But most do not think this. The majority praises the Queen and expects her to lead them to new victories over the demons. It's quite possible that she will succeed. Right now, as far as I know, Godfrey is actively preparing for an advance to the west into the heart of the world wound. I see. The sense of recognition, it's truly astounding. I definitely used to live here, and if there are no other claimants, I'm ready to become the owner of this tower again. Be my guest any time. How's Godfrey? It is impossible to tell by the storyteller's face whether or not he's surprised by your question. She's acting in the manner befitting the Queen standing at the head of the crusade. As for her spirit, that I do not know, but I could ask her on your behalf, if you'd like. I'm pretty sure this is important to romance her. Anyway, please do. Then I will. Come visit me again after a while, and I will tell you her answer. I found a page that might interest you. Perfect. Another page. Ah, the storyteller clenches the pages you brought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. I am sitting at the top of my tower. In my right hand is a goblet of warmed wine. In my left, a bark-covered notebook. I breathe in the ash floating in the air. The wine leaves the bitter taste of sooth on my lips. It's been about 100 years since I returned to Golarion from the abyss. 100 years spent on research, hard work, and rare journeys. I turned the page of the notebook. The wisdom of the elves and the cunning of Demon Lord Baphomet are gathered here. There's the description of how the purple crystal from Elushinira works, and my own observations about Riftcarver, Demon Lord Ascari's Seath. I know everything written in it by heart, but I keep paging through it all the same. Touching these pages makes me hopeful and strengthens my resolve. I've gathered everything I need to connect Golarion with another plane. I'm close to saving the smoldering embers of Golarion. hiding them from Earthfall just a little bit more. A decade or 100 years, and everything will be ready for the ritual. A cold shiver runs down my spine and I smile. Kaini is trying to get into my tower again. A world of ruins presents many opportunities for thief. Forgotten ancient treasures left by their owners are there for the taking. These objects are not so precious nowadays, but they can fetch a good price on other planes. However, my friend stubbornly continues to try and evade the protective traps of my tower. He got caught. Predictable. The tree guards safely entangled Kaini in their branches. You got to the 3rd floor of the tower today. Nice try. I smile, sip my wine, and turn the page with a notebook. My friend will have to wait a little while before he's released. I'll finish my wine first. Please tell me about Golarion after Earthfall. The storyteller gulps. It's frightening here. A meteor strike shook the earth, and 1,000 years of darkness. Many people have perished, cities have turned to ruin. The few who are still holding on fall deeper into degradation with each passing day, turning into barbarians or bandits. Not a week goes by without someone trying to attack my tower and rob me. But my spells are strong and my guards are impeccable. Hungry and crippled, the riffraff leave my tower in search of easier pickings. I watch them go and feel no mercy. They deserve their fate. They should have fought like me, but they chose the easy path of plunder. Why does Kaini try to get into your tower? The storyteller shrugs and frowns. All this started with an innocent joke when I boasted to him that my tower was now the safest place on Golarion, and he decided to prove me wrong. It's been 20 years since then, and it's become a very long-running joke. Once every few years, Kaini tries to get into my tower secretly and steal something from me. My precious book of research notes, or the Heart of Tower, the purple crystal we got in La Lucinier. I play along. Truly happy every time my friend comes to visit, but deep down I start to worry. The Heart of the Tower, an Hinduan crystal, interesting. Please continue. Kaini takes the goblet from my hands, but is not in a rush to drink it. You would learn so much if you didn't sit here guarding your secrets, he says to me. I smile. Not every secret must belong to the world, my precious friend. And precious stones lose their shine when they pass through 100 hands. In the same way, knowledge is distorted, and truth turns into tall tales. This is why I sit in my tower, guarding what I have created, and what I have obtained from others. My friend only shrugs and stops talking. Dissatisfied with my answer, I start to think, when did Kaini and I drift apart? He blames me for dragging my feet. He says I should have opened a rift to the other planes as soon as I returned to Golarion. And now it is too late. The jewels of our civilization have already perished, and soon the rest will too. Things we've lost, and now my research is simply dangerous. I don't answer his reproaches, for they are somewhat fair. I could have tried to save Golarion 100 years ago when Nocticula, my former lady in shadow, upheld her part of the bargain and decrypted Baphomet's notes, but instead of fulfilling the goal I set for myself, I decided to spend a little more time on research and preparation. It will take a year, I told Kaini back then, but after a year I needed 2 more, and then 10 more years. The world was falling apart around me, and I still lingered. The storyteller frowns. Still, why are you taking so long to connect the planes? I don't know. My actions are unclear even to myself. I seem to have burned out. I look at people surviving on Golarion, and I realize I don't want to save them anymore. Who needs a handful of rabble who have already forgotten how to write, who get by with a vocabulary of 30 words? I haven't abandoned my idea. Oh no. I will see it through sooner or later. It is my life's work after all. I can't just abandon it, but not now. Why is Kaini against opening the portal now? The storyteller frowns. My friend thinks that it is too late, that my experiment in merging the planes will be dangerous for the entire universe. Who knows what consequences the merging will have on the plane I choose? What will happen if I merge Golarion with Heaven and Earthfall happens to it too? Merge Golarion with Heaven and Earthfall happens to it too. Well, that would be problematic. Before, when Golarion's civilizations were still fighting, together we could have overcome, surmounted Earthfall's consequences, but now there is no doubt that only war and death await us after we merge planes. Kaini always supported you before. What changed? I've thought about it many times. Over the years he spent on Golarion, my friend gradually lost the fire in his eyes. His opinions became more and more careful. He stopped rushing into any adventure life offered him. Storyteller sighs. He got old. We both understand that his life as a half-elf is almost over, and I still have several hundred years to live. We realize that soon we must part forever. This thought keeps us from talking like we used to and making plans for the future. Kaini seems distant. The storyteller is silent for a long while, subdued in his thoughts. The terrible thing is, I don't feel sad. I accept our parting as a given. I condemn myself for this, but can do nothing about it. Kaini will leave me, and I will drink a goblet of warmed wine to remember him. And then I will return to the laboratory to continue my research. My friend has become a stranger to me. It happened. What I'd been expecting for the last 10 years. What I was ready for. Kaini, my friend, took advantage of my hospitality and stole my research notes. They contain... Oh no! Connecting planes, connecting the abyss to Golarion. Kaini brought these notes to a particular sorceress, or maybe she found a similar way without it. They contained knowledge I gathered over the years from most dangerous sources, and I have only partially deciphered them. Some of that knowledge will now be lost forever. He didn't even leave a goodbye note, he just left, never to return. I'm standing at the top of the tower with a goblet in my hand. There is no anger, no sadness in my soul, just doomed emptiness and fatigue. I bring my lips to the wine, but taste nothing. We gotta go our separate ways from here, my former friend. I used to adore our friendship, looking for approval in your eyes, but now it has become a burden. It dried out like a shriveled orange peel. I inhale deeply, filling my lungs, and toss the wine from the goblet. Entering the laboratory, I open a secret door and take out the real notes. Not the skillfully crafted decoy I put for Kaini. Clever. I will finish my life's work and merge the planes, even if there is no longer any point. I can't do otherwise. The storyteller runs a tired hand over his face and tries to smile. I feel exhausted suddenly, like I'm feeling the entire weight of all the years I've lived. But this is not the end of my story. I know there are secrets in my past that we are yet to uncover. Thank you. Okay. Item. Give the storyteller a piece of cloak and necessary materials. Restore this relic for me, please. A dazzling light erupts from the storyteller's hands. Okay. This relic is truly legendary. It has absorbed power that is too heavy for this world. But I have a feeling that this cloak will suit you well. Demon blood hideout. Oh, the bound of possibility. I suspect it's difficult for you to carry out your mission surrounded by enemies. I would like to help. Unfortunately, I will not be able to bring your allies or reinforcements through this portal. Supplies, however. When I return to Golarion, I will buy some travel necessities. If you need anything, just ring the bell and I will deliver them to you. Okay, and we have supposedly have a powerful cloak now. Well, where is the cloak? cloaks here. Call for violence, bloody charity, lone wolf cloak, living flame, cloak of disguise, carnage, the bound of possibility. We'll see. When an angel wears this cloak, his sword of heaven ability deals an additional 4 dice of damage or heal an additional 4 dice of damage instead of 2. Okay. Oh yeah, it looks terrible. Yeah, I'm not going to choose that one. It just looks not very premium. It's just the okay, librarian cloak. One looks better. It's just more highly detailed. This just looks like, I don't know, 240p textures. It's just, yeah, no. Goodbye. Okay. What happens if I talk to him now and ask him to bring us anything? I need to replenish my supplies. Oh, perfect. Dragon. Ooh. Dragonfall. This is game are good against dragons. Chainmail of spiteful barbs. Okay. Diamond, blah. Alchemist kit. We don't need that. Restoration, scrolls, blah. Nordic welcome. Throwing axe. Crushing presence. Oh, that's a big headpiece. Ring of Boreal Might. Glove Martial Excellence. Timely Assistance. Whenever an ally in a 20-foot area of the wearer lands a killing blow, the Belt of Constitution makes the wearer's next spell extended as though you... Ooh. Spirit Thrasher. Quarterstaff. Robe of Virtue. Only Monk of Good Alignment can wear it. Okay. Thank you very much. Robe of Virtue. Let's see how that one looks. Oh, it's basically the same, just another color. Should we maybe give it to her? The blue doesn't fit very well. No. How about him? Well, that's not terrible. Maybe we should give it to... Okay, yeah, no. No, that doesn't... No, it's red. Okay, yeah, let's just call this, okay, well, we're going to give her it. Okay, Island of Alinithia. Boreal Might. You know what? Let's give her the Spirit Thrasher. And she is going to get... Magic Rod. Annihilator. Ay. Okay, yeah, she's going to get the Annihilator. Okay. Perfect. Done. Then we need to check on him again later. Second floor. But apparently we have to reach the spot where we could touch these flaming areas. These, the crystal pedestals. Another way. Okay, so we touched that one. That one works out. Can we get somehow? Can we get down somehow? Oh, that's mildly interesting. But it doesn't help us very much, does it? Yeah, now it doesn't change. Height.
Follow if you dare.
Okay. How do I get rid? Is there no way? Ah. Okay, no, that didn't work out.
I'm off.
Maybe this can work. Haha. Okay. Ah. Please no, thank you.
I do.
So we need to trick the system. How do we do that?
I'm trusting you.
Ah. That's how we trick the system. Perfect. Haha.
Ha! A trivial task.
$15,000 gold and boots. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Well, the boots. Spirit trackers. These boots grant a spirit hunter 4 additional uses of spirit weapon enchantment ability per day. Interesting. I don't need it, so I don't care, but still. Okay, so we're done in the tower. Let's give the storyteller what he wants. In this case, insight on the Nahindrian crystals. So, yeah, restoring ancient no, walking blah. Nahindrian crystal, yes. Alochinera mines. So we have to get back to the Nexus. I mean, we have to get back anyway since we lost, well, Wendor. A little treacherous vermin. Seriously? Will this never end? That's ridiculous. Evil. Come on, that's ridiculous. I mean, this must be buggy. Horse. Can you please be a good horse? And just... Yes, good. Upper City. Okay. So that's it for this episode.